The vibration of the asking or the question and the vibration of the answer or the solution are different frequencies. So you ask from one frequency, but if you stay in the asking mode, you hold what you're asking for away because you're asking for it from a place of not having it. That's what your impression is. That's what your experience is. That's where you're standing. And so you ask and let it go. Ask and consider it having been asked. And then chill out. Because you only have to, this is hard for humans to hear. You don't have to keep asking. We heard you.
That's where I keep.
We heard you. We lined up everything possible for you. And when you keep asking, you just keep holding yourself apart from the answer or the solution that you're reaching for.
So can I walk away from it emotionally for a little bit and do something else? I'm afraid. I know you just said it, but I'm afraid to let go of it because then it won't stay in momentum. I'm afraid if I stop the concentration
then you missed
on it.
This part. That you ask, it's in this vibrational reality and source is tending to it, and it will remain there until you allow it in. And for most people it remains there long after you never allow it in. It remains there for you. It remains there for you. People say, I fear that, and fear is that emotion of resistance. I fear that I will get to the dock and my ship will have already sailed and I will have missed it. And we say, there's another and another and another and another and another and another. There's a never-ending stream of ideas that will flow to you, just waiting for one to hit you at the right moment, which means at the right vibrational, emotional place. It's not going anywhere.
So if I let it go and relax and let it happen, it's still going to happen. I don't have to.
Only if you relax and let it go will it happen, not if. Only. Because you can't stand in worry about something and let it in. Every subject is two subjects, wanted and absence of it. And you can tell by the way you feel which end of the stick your vibration is about right now. So you used words like fear or worry. Fear or worry means you're on the end of the stick where you're holding it off. And it's sort of a perpetual cycle because you fear it won't come, and then it doesn't come, and then you fear it'll keep not coming, and then it keeps not coming, and then you fear. But you don't have to stand still and do nothing. Get preoccupied with what is working. Tell that story over and over and over and over again, you see. Because you cannot appreciate and worry at the same time. You can't love and worry at the same time. You can't positively anticipate and negatively anticipate at the same time. It's one or the other. So we're not asking you to just withdraw and crawl under a rock, although in many cases it would be helpful. The way it works is contrast causes you to clarify and ask for something that you're not living. So there is this gap between what you want and where you are that you have to deal with by chilling out. So as you chill out and think about what it will be like rather than like what it is, and anticipate rather than worry, you close that vibrational gap, and now there's no gap between what you're asking for and what you're doing vibrationally, and now that means your point of attraction is right in keeping with your vortex, and it flows right into your experience. Ideas come, manifestations happen. So now you're living what you were formerly wanting to live. Now you're living it. But along with the receiving of that full-blown manifestation, you also received a new set of contrasting experiences that cause you to launch another desire that you're not a match to. There's a gap between what you've just asked for and what you currently perceive. So you've got some work to do, some imagining, some chilling, some not fussing, some chilling. So you close that gap again. And now what you're asking for and your vibrational frequency are in the same place, and so it flows into your experience. And now you are the manifested version of what was something that you were asking for. And along with that full-blown manifestation comes another set of contrasting experiences, which causes you to ask yet for more. The work never stops, but the worry can stop, because after a while you can say, hey, I get how this works. Life shows me things that I didn't know I want that I now know that I do want. And I'm not a vibrational match to it because I've never had it before, and I'm used to only offering vibration based upon what I have. I usually offer most of my vibration, it's true of most people, based upon what I'm observing. Now I have to conjure and imagine and appreciate. I have to focus more deliberately, but I'm getting better and better and better at it. And so as you focus more deliberately, you close the gap more easily. But you will never be gapless. You will always be reaching beyond where you now are. That is a promise. It is a necessity of the eternal nature of that which we all are. There can't be more and perfection and completion all at the same time. And there is always more, always more, always more, always more. How can I be standing without the fullness of everything that I want and not mess up my vibration by my awareness of the absence of something that I want? We say, by remembering all of the presence of things that you do want, and by acknowledging, I am the creator of my own reality. And law of attraction is fair always. And I have the ability to focus. And the whole point of all of it anyway is for the way you feel. And isn't it delicious to feel anticipation?
Yeah.
Don't you love the feeling of anticipation? Have you ever anticipated something and then it happened and then the next day you're sort of bored? Because the anticipation was really sweet, wasn't it? The anticipation. And you can keep yourself in a state of chronic anticipation. You know what the mantra of the universe is? Now what?
Yeah.
Now what? Now what? Oh, that was good. Now what? Oh, this is good. Now what? What more? What more? You know why? Because we're in your head saying, now what? Now what? Now what? Now what? We're eternal. We're eternal beings. Now what? Now what? Oh, when the possibilities feel unlimited within you, now what is so sweet. When they don't, it's, oh, now